Hello, Capricorn Sun, Rising, and Moon. I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your March 2019 Tarot Forecast. So, this is a general reading for all Capricorn individuals out there. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I do go live on this channel regularly, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, doing live tarot readings for donations of any amount. So, if you would like a personal reading, come find me and I'd love to give you one. Other than that, without further ado, let us continue. So, we would like a Celtic cross forecast for the sign of Capricorn for the month of March 2019. Let's see what we get. What is in store for Capricorn for the month of March 2019? What will be the energy for Capricorn in March 2019? There it is. All right. Let us see what we have. For your current outside influences, you have the Two of Swords. For the challenge card, you have Justice. For the underlying energy, you have the Ten of Wands reversed. For the past, you have the Queen of Wands. For what you hope to achieve, you have the Emperor reversed. For the near future, you have the King of Cups reversed. For your attitude or position in the situation about halfway through the month, you have the Knight of Pentacles. For the outside force coming in, you have the Five of Wands reversed. For your hopes or fears, you have the Fool reversed. And for the final outcome card, how you conclude the month, you have the Eight of Wands. Very nice. All right. So let us take a look here and see what we have. So you're beginning the month with the Two of Swords. This represents your current outside influences right around the beginning of the month. And this card talks about the idea of objectivity, seeing clearly, seeing both sides, seeing things for what they are, decisions, choices, making the right choice, clear choices. And so you're really being called upon this month, especially with some of the other stuff we have here, especially the very next card, to see things clearly, see things objectively, see both sides, make the right decisions and the right choices based on mental, logical calculations. This is Two of Swords. Swords are air. Air is the mental realms. You want to think logically as opposed to emotionally, which would be water and cups. So for your challenge card, and going right along with that, you have Justice. So very similar to the Two of Swords in ways. Also talks about objectivity, seeing both sides, seeing clearly. And so that's your challenge this month. That's what you need to do. So now this might also, in some cases, for some of you, have to do with money, since this card is associated with Venus, ruled by Venus, and even the Two of Swords to Taurus, ruled by Venus as well, and the second house of money also. So there may be financial decisions that you need to make, and make sure you make those very clearly. Obviously, with this being Justice, there could be the idea of legal proceedings and stuff like that. So if you've been involved in any kind of legal proceedings or anything like that, well, it looks like you're more likely than not, from what I'm seeing from these cards, to have a positive outcome, a favorable outcome for that. Even though this is showing up as the challenge card, your current outside influence is the Two of Swords, that positive objective energy, and then finishing out this spread with the Eight of Wands, very much a positive card in and of itself as well. If we were to sort of put these things together, you'd be more likely than not to come out on top. But that doesn't mean it won't be a challenge. So do keep these things in mind. And again, think clearly, see objectively. That is the message. For your underlying energy, everything forming the foundation for your current situation this month and your immediate environment, you have the Ten of Wands reversed. So this is quite fortunate. We generally like this card better reversed because it's talking about a relief and a release of a burden, more ease, things no longer feeling so heavy. Now, this could also talk about people around you, like maybe people around you are feeling this way or even helping you in some way feel less burdened. But this is very good stuff, and I'm looking to see if it connects into anything else in the reading here. Let's see. Well, I will say this, you may be feeling more free to get more work done. Like you may feel freed up from things that perhaps have been weighing you down, so that now you can be more productive and get more work done, maybe even expend a lot of energy doing such work with some of the cards that we see coming up later on in the reading. So very good stuff indeed. For the past, things that you may have had to deal with recently or experienced recently that have led to your current situation, you have the Queen of Wands. So this is a court card. If it manifests, therefore, as a person, this would be an adult female fire sign, most likely. That's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, someone that you have had some kind of involvement with or has been in your life that has led to your current situation with that Two of Swords, saying, hey, you've got to see clearly, objectively, see both sides, be fair, fairness, make the right decision, make the right choice. Now, this card more generally talks about the idea of being resolute and strong and having courage and strength of character, being willful, like taking action, starting things, things of this nature. And so let's see. Well, from what we're seeing here, it's a little bit difficult to see what kind of situation that might have manifested as for you. Since you're experiencing relief with that Ten of Wands reversed, this might have even been a situation where you had to expend too much physical energy. And now this month, fortunately, you're seeing some relief from that. So for what you hope to achieve, you have the Emperor card reversed. So based on some of the other stuff that we see in the spread, this might be your wanting to be more open, less rigid, more open to other possibilities, but feeling blocked from doing so perhaps, or maybe not feeling so blocked. I'm more thinking of that Fool card reverse coming up later on, but we'll get to that. On the other hand, you may be hoping to regain your sense of discipline and hard work. And I know, of course, you as Capricorn, you love your discipline and hard work. So you're reaching for that this month, and I can already tell you from what we see coming up here, if that's what your goal is this month, if that's what your highest hope is, you are likely going to get that. And if you, with it being a 4 reversed, if you feel like things have been chaotic, disorderly, you want more structure, well, chances are you're going to get that, more of that too. You're at least going to be feeling that way, whether or not it literally, physically manifests. All right, so for the near future, the first week or two of the month, you have the King of Cups reversed. This could be a potential conflict with an adult male water sign. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So do watch out for that in the first week or two. This can be someone who's cold, emotionless, not in touch with his emotions, disconnected from his emotions, probably only cares about himself, doesn't care to help other people, is not even he's not even in alignment with who he really is enough to even have the impetus to care about other people that one naturally has when they are in alignment with who they really are. So be wary of that. It might even be a situation that develops that makes you feel like you are becoming disconnected from your emotions, and it's just very cold and difficult to deal with, especially emotionally. So do be aware of that in the first week or two. There might be some emotional upheaval or even like emotional exhaustion, even as you're already sort of recovering from expending yourself in other ways. For your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This, first of all, may very well be you, Capricorn, as a court card, adult, male, earth sign. And indeed, in some cases, could even be a female earth sign like yourself, Capricorn. But this, regardless, shows you feeling very much like you are on the road to success. You're working steadily away at things. You're working, not under a lot of stress, not overworked, just steadily and easily working away at things on your path to success. So you're feeling very productive this month, especially around halfway through the month. And as far as anything financial is concerned, like earlier, we looked at that a little bit. We're seeing positive energy around the area of money and finance. So very good stuff right there. For the outside force coming in, about 3 weeks or so into the month, this is something coming at you. We have the Five of Wands reversed. So we often like this card better when it's reversed because it's talking about more peace and optimism and recovery, people getting along and not fighting. With it being a fifth house, it can also talk about love, fun, romance, and or sex. So those are some interesting possibilities that might come your way. Let's see. I would say the most probable one would just be getting to have more fun or an opportunity to have more fun. But regardless, something that, lifts your spirits and brings a lot of, optimism and stuff like that into your life. For your hopes or fears, you have the Fool reversed. You may be feeling afraid this month of change, of being spontaneous, of breaking out of old habits or patterns. You may be secretly sort of craving that spontaneity and a new journey, something new, something exciting, something different, being extra creative and spontaneous, but you may be afraid to do that. So, of course, the lesson from this card appearing is try to be more like the Fool, who is carefree and spontaneous and takes that leap of faith and these sorts of things. Try to break out of whatever you feel like is holding you back, holding you down. So for your final outcome card, how you wrap up the month of March 2019, you have the Eight of Wands. An excellent conclusion to this month because this card is talking about extroversion, energy, rapid change of pace, swift developments. It's talking about a busy schedule, working under pressure, but working successfully under pressure. And so even if things get a bit intense, it's a successful kind of intense. It's a highly productive kind of intense. And with it being an eighth house of business and other people's money, this may be something that's also involving, indeed, money. You may be making money all of a sudden around the end of the month, especially. That's the outcome of this month is, suddenly there's this influx of money, or suddenly there's this influx of energy and productivity, and you're getting all kinds of stuff done, achieving all kinds of things, and things are moving very rapidly, very quickly, which I don't always bring astrology into these, but since I'm constantly monitoring the astrology, the planets and everything, I do know that it is the very end of the month. I think it's March 28th to be precise, that Mercury will no longer be retrograde, it goes direct. So, what a perfect time, the very end of the month, for things to pick up the pace in that way. And so, you may be looking at that sort of idea. So, that's about it, Capricorn. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you would like a personal reading with me, like I said earlier, I do go live on this channel regularly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and or Saturdays, doing live tarot readings for donations of any amount. So you could pay even literally just $1, and I will be happy to give you a tarot reading on any subject or question of your choice. And so if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe so you can keep a lookout for when I do those live streams. Again, those are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and or Saturdays. I do other live streams too, but if I'm doing one of those, it'll say live tarot reading or live tarot readings for donation of any amount. And you can feel free to come in, and I would love to give you a tarot reading on whatever it is that you would like some information about. So thanks for watching, Capricorn. Enjoy your month. It's very interesting overall. Looks like you're going to experience a lot of relief. You do need to make sure that you see things clearly this month, and that you think clearly, see both sides, and be fair when it comes to whatever you're involved with. And yes, there may be some potential trouble in that first week or two, but overall, you stay productive and you come out on top. And there's appears to be a major shift, quite possibly even a financial shift, perhaps an influx of money, and things just they pick up magnificently by the end of the month. So enjoy your month, and thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.